All right, so the call we got was that, I don't want to guess basically, they're saying that they let somebody, a homeless guy, stay in their house, and now they're kind of arguing about some stuff. They want him to be kicked out.
Yeah, great.
How you doing?
I just want to make sure he doesn't lock me out.
Okay. What can I do for you?
I had an ad online on Craigslist, okay, for someone to rent the room.
Okay.
And he stayed here and he refuses to leave. To make a long story short, this African-American couple shows up 4 days ago with all boxes and everything and said he's moving in.
They just showed up and said...
Well, he came. I wanted to interview him. I felt kind of overpowered by the whole situation. And I said, I don't think this is going to work out. And the big guy was like, well, it's too bad. Threw his boxes in the back room, and I mean literally threw them.
Okay.
And declared that he's staying here.
So they just dropped him off and his stuff off, and that was it?
Yeah.
Why now did you decide to call and have him kicked out?
Because he's walking around in his underwear and he keeps refusing to leave.
Okay. Well,
he's in the back bedroom.
Okay, there's that. Is it okay if I go get him?
Yeah.
Oh, how you doing? Would you mind coming out and talking to me?
And he's recording all of this too.
Yeah, well, the sheriff's office records all of our interactions.
This gentleman is what trying
Okay,
to
well, that's fine. The sheriff's office records all our interactions either way, so. Okay. How did you get here?
It was on Craigslist, and I responded to the ad.
Right. By phone or by showing up?
Phone. And my pastor brought me up. I can't drive.
Okay.
So
your pastor brought you here and dropped you off?
right. I gave her $1,800.
Okay. How much are you paying her for like a monthly rent?
$900.
You're paying her $900 a month for a room? And you gave her $1,800 already?
Yes, sir. She wants me to go, but she doesn't want to give it back.
Right. Well, I mean, and that's a civil dispute. I can't help you get back money that I don't know ever existed, and she's clearly saying doesn't. That would be...
She said it didn't exist.
I've heard nothing about money from her. That you just kind of moved in with all your stuff. You didn't just kind of like have two people show up with all your stuff and force your way in?
That's the pastor and his wife. That's what she's saying.
Right.
But she didn't have a choice.
Okay.
It's ridiculous.
You know, I hear some of what he's saying. He's not telling me the truth.
Okay, but that's why I'm talking to him, right? So you sitting there and listening through the crack in the door. I gave you the opportunity.
No, I'm not listening. I was sitting down smoking a cigarette.
Okay, but I gave you the opportunity to talk, and now I'm taking the opportunity to talk to him again, and then I'll talk to you again, okay?
Be rude. I'm
Okay,
sorry.
I appreciate it. Right now, we're kind of getting two different stories. They both agree that he moved in on Saturday, but we're kind of torn trying to determine whether this is just a landlord-tenant dispute or if it's actually going to be something that we can enforce, like a transient occupancy where they allowed him to move in. Did he give you money?
No, he did not give me any money.
No, nobody gave you money?
No, can I talk to you privately? Like he had the chance to talk to you privately?
Sure, I mean, you also had the chance, but yeah, what's up?
She's saying, today's the first I've heard her say this, that she's saying she told me no.
Yeah. Next time for things like this, you know, do money orders, have some type of trace of where your funds are going, you know, some type of receipt.
All right, so she's willing to not only pay you, but she'll get a cab for you to go to a hotel so you have a place to stay where you're safe, right?
Pay me what? You said pay me, but...
Well, she said that she'd get you money, right?
$500.
If you guys can't work it on your own, which doesn't sound like you can, you guys are both kind of out of negotiation tools. You're either willing to go somewhere and she'll pay, or you're gonna stay here and she's gonna evict you and you're not gonna get nothing.
$600, and I'll give him cash for the
This isn't the
cab.
Price is Right. If you say she owes you $1,800, go to small claims court, sue her for it, pay whatever court fees and attorney's fees it costs, and whatever money you have left over, congratulations, you won. I guess.
Right.
You either want to work with her or you don't.
Well, I want to work with her, but,
Okay,
but I
then-
don't want to be cheated.
Well, you're gonna get cheated. Somebody's gonna get cheated, okay?
I'll give you a $600 check right now in front of the police officer.
Okay.
Okay, have a good night.
Leaving tonight.
Get a check, call a
It
cab.
takes me a good while to get all this stuff out.
This whole thing was a big civil issue. This is an argument between them that we really shouldn't have had any part in whatsoever. They're negotiating terms of him moving out without having to go through the eviction process. He says she owes money, she says she doesn't. She's willing to cut him a check if he just gets out of her house. She's just tired of dealing with the crap. So they're gonna call a taxi, I guess, and she's gonna pay for a hotel room, and then tomorrow she'll come get the stuff, and she's gonna pay him off to move out.